Mindset vs Spirit on unlocking abundance. Today I will talk about abundance and why mindset, just having the right mindset, is not enough compared to spirit alignment. So we will go really deep talking about alignment versus rational strategic plans that seem good on the outside, but actually they're not. So let's talk a little bit about strategies. Strategies and mindset. What are strategies and mindset? Mindset, you can have a positive mindset, you can have a negative mindset, and we would prefer to have a positive mindset. We can understand that having a positive mindset would be in our advantage. We could understand that, but just having a certain type of mindset doesn't mean much, honestly. It doesn't mean much. Because if you don't have alignment, you're trying to figure something out without using the universe, you see. You're trying to go and play the game of playing a game, okay? You play a game, and the thing about the games in the world is when it's about a money game, when it's about a relationship game, when you're playing games, there's only so far that you can go. When you start playing games, and when you start to focus on strategy, there is only so much you can do. Because without spirit, without alignment, what you're doing feels absolutely meaningless. You understand? This is not even an issue about getting what you want, okay? I talk about a lot of videos about getting what you want. This is a much deeper issue. This is the issue of you going against your own soul, you going against your own spirit, by playing mind games, by playing games with people, by playing games with others, trying to manipulate your way to get what you want. And what I want to talk about today is something more soulful, something more deeper, that really comes from the heart. What comes from the heart, what comes from alignment. Because you can have everything you want in life, right? But if you don't feel aligned, it doesn't matter. You see, it doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter if you have a lot or if you have a little. If you're in alignment, you feel good. You feel great. You feel awesome, because it's not just about the thing. You see, it's not just about the money. It's not just about your relationships. It's not just about even spiritual growth or happiness or relationships. It's not about these things. It's about you feeling aligned with your values, you feeling aligned with yourself, with God, with spirit, with however you want to name it. Some people call it Shiva, some people call it the universe. To feel aligned means to be acting from a place of connection to a higher power. You're not just considering yourself and your needs and your wants. You're considering other people. And that's what becoming more conscious means, is to consider others, not just make it all about you. And then playing games is not gonna get you so far. It's going to get you a little far, but it's not going to get you to a place of complete alignment where your life is purposeful, meaningful. You see, when I shoot a video, it's meaningful. It's not just some random video where I talk about random stuff. It's meaningful, it's purposeful, it's in alignment. If I would make a strategic video, I need to sneeze a bit. If I would make a strategic video, right, thinking in my mindset of like, oh, if I just have the right type of thing that I could deliver that people like, that is good for the algorithm, then I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna get what I want. But actually you're not. And the reason is because you don't consider spirit, you don't consider alignment. You would have to fake, you would have to become fake to please the algorithm, to get what you want. You go against your own values. You don't consider other people to get what you want. And that's not in alignment with the universe, with God. You see, to be in alignment means to do something meaningful. And meaningful means something that's not about you, but about others. Why? Because out of your heart, you see, you want to give. Out of your heart, you want to give. When you're playing games, you're trying to get something. Okay? When you're trying to manipulate someone, you're trying to get something. And that's not an abundant place to be in. It means, I need that. I need to have that. Otherwise, I'm not enough. And coming from an abundant place is where you feel you are enough. And therefore you give. Even if it's not in your mind the strategic thing to do. Even if you're thinking, if I just play a game, if I just manipulate something, I can get what I want. But it's not meaningful. It's not purposeful. I'm not saying deny all the strategic things. I'm saying if it's just about that, if it's just about strategies, if it's just about mind games, if it's just about games and manipulation, you're playing a very shallow game. I'm not blaming you for playing this game, but I'm saying it's a very shallow game. And it leaves you empty because you're not in alignment. You see, to be in alignment is your fulfillment in life. To have a partner that feels aligned to you is fulfillment in life. To have a workplace or to have your own career or to have your own way of making money that feels aligned to you is fulfillment in life. That's why purpose is so important. Purpose is important because we're no longer talking about just making money, just having relationships, just, focusing on a spiritual process without any soul in it, without any love in it. Okay? It's like that song, where is the love? Ooh. Right? Where's the love? Where is the love in you? Where you're not trying to play games, but you're trying to move from alignment. Where is that version of you? It's not concerned about outcome, but it's concerned about others. It's concerned about helping others. It's not concerned about playing games. It's concerned about giving value. If you stop playing games and you're actually giving value, value will be given to you. It's the law of the universe. Give value and value will be received back. I mean, you have to stay open for that value to come back to you, right? You have to be receptive to it, of course, but giving value gets you value back. And if that is in the form of money, or if that is in the form of energy, or if that is in the form of new ideas or new ways of thinking, of new ways of feeling, it can be in many ways, you see. We live in a superficial world where everyone is focused on just the material things, right? So you give something and you get something material back. Wow, great. That's not all, you see. It's not that it's unimportant. Of course, you need to survive, you need to live. It's important that you get resources, sure. But to say that's all there is that you can get back is a lie, you see. To give is for your soul, it's for your spirit. It's no longer about strategic things of your own ego. You see, your ego has all these strategies, all these manipulative games that it plays with others to get what it wants. But when you start to move from spirit, you start to give. You start to give value. And when you do that enough times, value starts to be given back to you every single time. This is abundance. Abundance means we don't have to play games. We don't have to play games. Drop the strategies and move from your spirit, move from your soul, move from purpose. Because that is what is meaningful. That is why you're here. That's why you're here, right? And I can feel this so deep when I'm shooting this video, actually. Like the difference between it. Because it's kind of like the quick trade. You know, have you ever seen a movie where someone, instead of going for their purpose, they went for, you know, quick money. They made a bit of money there. Right? They had to betray themselves, but then they got the payoff. But then you saw them at the end, they went back to their purpose. They went back to something meaningful to them. They went back to something that actually mattered to them. Not because they could get a great outcome from it. Not because they could make more money from it. Because it meant something, truly. That's where it's about. It's not about the games, it's not about the strategy, it's not about the mind. Manipulating others. It's about your heart. Living from your heart, giving to others. And that's what will make you more conscious. And that's what will make your life meaningful. Because what's a life without meaning? What's a life without purpose? If not just a waste of time. If not just survival and getting things that are physical, and then at the end you still die. What meaning have you provided for the world? What purpose have you fulfilled? How much have you been true to yourself instead of being betrayed just for the sake of a quick payoff? This is a really deep video. I can feel it in my whole body. I hope you feel it too. I hope this touches your heart. And don't forget to like, of course. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in the next video.